Hello there, I'm Paul Priestley. Today I'm going to be showing you how to draw a face in proportion, but from the side. You'll learn how to measure your own face and apply these measurements to your drawing. I'll show you step by step how to achieve a realistic looking face in proportion just using simple shapes. Drawing a face has never been so easy. So let's not waste any more time. We need to start drawing.
We're going to draw a very, very faint line halfway across our paper. We'll start with the front of the face. I'm going to draw a little curve here just to represent that little curve, the front of the nose. I'm just drawing this quite faintly first of all, and then we'll draw over it. I'm going to draw a simple nose. Now that shape, if you notice on the previous video on drawing a face, I suggested that that is exactly the same size as your distance between your pupils. It's also the size of your nose, exactly the same size from here as it is to here. So this becomes the bottom of the chin here. Now to draw the rest of the nose, I'm just going to put in a little curve here. Okay, I'm drawing everything very, very lightly and faintly just to start with, just so we can see where everything is. I'm going to take the mouth now. The mouth comes down to about here. I'm going to take a nice gentle curve here, gentle curve and a line coming in. That's all I'm going to do. It's almost like a letter 2, a number 2. Take a simple curve underneath and bring a line in, and take another simple curve round for the chin. So we just come in here and around, just a slight curve for the chin. So we have that very, very simple shape. Now, if you're happy with that, you can then just draw over it. We'll just strengthen it slightly. So we've got the first part of the face done. The eye comes a little bit further back. Now the eye starts about here. What I would suggest is you just do a gentle curve. It's almost like a triangle shape. So we start here, and I'm just going to draw very, very lightly first of all a gentle curve coming down here, and maybe a curve, gentle curve just coming along there. You see, I'm just drawing it very, very faintly first of all. I'm just going to block in this little section here. You see, almost like a curve, you see, just to suggest the eye. A little line just above here, because that will also suggest the eyelashes, and just a little line here. So once we're happy with that, we can just go over this just to strengthen it slightly. Now we need to draw the ears next. Now if you take this as a measurement and then swing it round to about here, this is where the ears should start. So the ears start about here. The ears are the same size as the nose approximately, so bring those across here. So we know the bottom of the ear is going to be about here. Okay, so this is where the ear is going to be. What I would suggest you do is you draw an ear very simply like a question mark. So for example, we start like this. Again, we're drawing it very faintly first, so a question mark with a curve on the bottom. So I've got a question mark. And I put a little curve on the front, and I draw another question mark inside that one. Now all ears are different, so you'll have to look at your particular ears or the person you're drawing and see what shape they are. So I've got a very simple basic ear. Now if you put your finger underneath your ear, you will find that if you follow the jawbone down, it comes down, and then there's a really sharp quite curve, and it curves down to the chin. So again, just very lightly bring it down. So you get this curve around here, fairly sharp curve. Once you're happy, bring the line down. We've got the basic shape. So far so good. Next thing is to look at where the top of the head is. If we take this measurement here, this is halfway, but the top of the head is not here. The top of the head is here. That will be the top of the head. So to create the top of the head, now the round part of the head, we start using our wrist. And to do that, most people's front of their face is slightly different. Some slightly curve in, some curve out. We'll just do a standard face here. So I'm just going to draw a very simple curve shape. Here, look, using my fingers and drawing it very, very faintly to start with. So a very simple curve shape coming up here. Then I'm going to do a big curve coming right along the top and behind the ears to about approximately this distance here. And then once I've done that, I've got a curve that's quite a shallow curve round here for the back of the head. Okay. So I get the basic shape. Once I've done that, I then use my wrist again, because I need to curve this in the opposite direction, and it's quite a sharp curve. It curves around here. And we then need to do the neck itself. We get a slight section underneath the chin, slight curve down, and obviously the curve down for the neck. So you have basic shape. Now once you've done that, we can then work on from there. Oh, let's put an eyebrow in. That would be a good idea, wouldn't it? I'd forgotten to do that. Okay, so imagine we make this into a young lady. Imagine she has a ponytail. It may be that she has, for example, a block at the back here. Look, where a bunch, where everything is bunched together. So I'm just going to bunch that together here. Her hair can go in all sorts of different ways. So it might sort of sweep along the front here, perhaps. But one of the interesting things is that the hair, because she's pulled it into a bunches, will tend to radiate from this point. So the hair will be slightly larger than the head, slightly above the head, you see here. And I'm just going to bring in lines from that point. Once we've done that, as you can see here, we can just strengthen these lines just a little, as we can see. I'm now going to draw the ponytail. Now to get the shape in, because obviously you want to create nice shapes here, try to move your hand, try to twist your hand round so that we have lovely shape. So for example, I might take my lines and I just twist them round and I overlap these lines, you see. I do a number of them. So we've got, as you can see here now, the basic shape. You could then work on top of this and put in light and shade, put a little bit more detail in and so on. Okay, that covers the basics of drawing a shape. I hope you enjoy it. Please have a look at my other videos, and I hope to see you again soon. Thank you very much.